October, week 4, math, 3rd grade, lesson 3, number lines for measuring. You all know how to measure with a ruler. We've been measuring rock and blocks with centimeters, and a blue rock and block is 4 centimeters, and a yellow one is 8 centimeters, right? And the other side of a ruler has inches. Sometimes they're both on the same side, and you just have to find one's on one edge and one's on the other. It's easy to find inches because inches are bigger than centimeters. Each inch is a fraction of a foot. Since there are 12 inches in a foot, what fraction of a foot is an inch? A 12th. Good. So if I was at 5 inches, I can also say that's 5/12ths of a foot. 6 inches is 6/12ths of a foot. It's also what?
Half of a foot.
Half a foot. So 6/12ths is half, right? There's our equivalence. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and measure and then look at a number line and plot points on this number line. And let's start with Xavier. So come to the middle and we're going to measure this. Alright, so I'm going to start down here at the floor and put the ruler and then put my fingers right there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 foot 6 inches. Alright, so on your number line, you see the 0? Okay, go ahead and jump to the 1. You should see a 1, 2, 3, 4, and now go 1/12, 2/12, 3/12, 4/12, 5/12, 6/12, 4 and 6/12. Put a block. And then down here we can write X for Xavier. Grayson. Oh, you busy, Grayson? Okay, let's have Ruben. Okay, we're going to start on the floor and go 1, 2, 3, okay.
4 foot 1 inches.
Nope, he's 4'2". 4 foot 2 inches. So you already know how to get to 4 feet. Now go find 2/12ths and put a block and put an R for Ruben. Okay, where 2/12? Well, that's 3 feet. So go all the way to 4 feet, and then 2/12ths would be right there. 2 feet. And then 4 feet and 6/12ths is here for Xavier. So there's X and
Well, I can't find it.
Gage, can you help Xavier?
Yeah.
Grayson, you ready?
See where it says
Right. Let's measure Grayson.
4, 2. Put it in block, and then put it in R.
2,
1.
You are 4 foot 3 inches. You are just a teeny bit taller than Ruben.
Yeah.
So we put a blob just past Ruben's blob and put a G for Grayson. Shall we put a GR because we're also going to be measuring Gage and Gideon and they all start with G. So we'll put GR, that's Grayson. Let's go ahead and have Gideon. Okay, you are 4 foot 5.5 inches. So you are almost as tall as Xavier. So let's put a blob right in front of Xavier's. It's kind of going to be between 2 of these tick marks, guys.
I can then put an I.
And then
And put G.
Put a G-I for Gideon. You are almost tied, Xavier. Alright.
Still confused.
Oh. Xavier, you know your blob with an X under it? Miss Jana, would you mind helping Xavier put a blob for Xavier at 4 foot 6 inches and then put an X for Xavier? And then literally bumping into it, we're going to put a blob for Gideon because Gideon is 1/2 inch less than Xavier. Alright? Here we go for Gage.
Xavier's taller than me.
Yep. 1,
How is it?
2, less than 1 inch. 3, 4. You are 4 foot 4.
Yes, I'm taller than him.
Hey, Gideon. Alright. So 4 foot 4 inches, go to the 4 feet, and then go to 4/12. Put a blob. And that's
Gideon is next.
Gage.
Yeah.
You can put GA if you want. I went ahead and wrote his whole name. Gage's is 4 foot 4 right there. Okay, Silas.
I thought that was great.
Here.
Gage.
That one's Grayson's. We'll put G
Oh, and then you want to put
on
dots.
that one.
Why
That gives you space to put
Sal's gonna be taller than all of us.
Worry about this one.
Gage. Next.
Yeah, there's 2 right by each.
Oh, I'll do it. Okay, ready?
Skip one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, okay.
You are 4 foot 9 inches.
Yes.
Wow. Silas.
Yes.
So guys, Silas is by far the tallest. He's all the way over here at 4 foot 9 inches.
Okay, good. 4'9" right here.
We'll put an S for Silas at 4'9".
I'm sorry.
And yes.
So
There you go. Got
a
it.
number line is fun for plotting different lengths. Thank you, Miss Jenna. We're also going to use it to find the difference between our tallest and our least tall, which would be Reuben and Silas. So go ahead and count how many tick marks are between. Your number line and count. How many tick marks?
6,
1, 2, 3,
7.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Yes.
Alright. So somewhere on here, let's put we'll put it somewhere. Silas S equals 7. And then do you know how to write inches?
Oh yeah.
IN dot. Yeah. IN period. That's an abbreviation. Otherwise you have to write INCHES. Silas equals 7 inches. And now what? Do you remember we were talking yesterday in your lesson about positive, comparative, and superlative adjectives? We need a comparative adjective. Tall, taller, tallest. We need the word taller. Okay, not tallest. Tallest is superlative. So Silas is 7 inches taller than R. Reuben. You never know though, Reuben, because my son Jack, he was always the smallest, and then what do you think happened in the last year of high school?
He shot up.
He did shoot up, and now as you guys see, he's pretty tall. So, but he always thought he wasn't going to be tall. So you never know when you're going to grow. Sometimes you grow a lot in 1 year and then hardly at all in another year. Silas is 7 inches taller than
Reuben.
Tall is the root word. Does anyone remember what is? It's kind of
suffix.
Yes, it's the opposite of a prefix. We just had prefix key experience this week. Okay? And is not a prefix. You never put at the beginning of a word. It goes at the end. It's a
Like
suffix.
Doesn't make sense.
Now, you guys want to hear something funny before we wrap up? One of your jobs, one of your language works, was to work with prefixes and put them into sentences. And I said I wanted one of them to be in an exclamation. So, what did Ruben write? He wrote one word for his exclamation. And it did have a prefix. And the word is incoming! Exclamation. And that was his whole sentence. Can that work? Can it work?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty smart that he thought. And incoming also incoming also has a suffix, right? What's the suffix?
The suffix is
In.
come.
Okay, so it has in for the prefix, come is the root word, and ing for the suffix. And that was his sentence. I thought it was pretty cute.
Can we open this pencil at the